Lord have mercy. All right, good morning, America. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning. This is the C. Allen Morning Show here, 1450 WOLAM, where information is power. I tell you, for those of you who have been following us for the last couple of months or even years, you know that this show is dedicated to, the show is all about beauty. It's about fashion, entertainment, beauty news. For the last couple of weeks, Trendy, we have been talking about the election. We've been talking about voting, all of that kind of stuff, and we've had some listeners to say, hey, remember the show is about beauty, fashion, entertainment, all that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, it's just important for us to have a wide range of topics, but everything still affects the beauty industry. Yes. So good morning, everyone. This is C. Allen. I'm here with Trendy Lindy. Good morning, Trendy.
Good morning, everyone.
And we're so excited to be here another day with the C. Allen Morning Show. Now, today we're going to talk about, tomorrow is voting. We're not going to talk about that. Listen to this now. Last week, if you tuned in last week, I had one of the most, I had so many emails last week that I've had in a very long time. The phones were going crazy last week because we talked about last week, Alonzo, we talked about welfare reform and were we lazy to accept welfare checks? Should we be on welfare? We talked about food stamps. We talked about, women in the salon that's still receiving a government check, but they're doing hair and they're making that making that money and they still getting a government check. So it was a hot topic. Once the show was over, the phones kept ringing. We were taking calls all the way throughout the day at the beauty school, the Bennett Career Institute, because so many people had, it was so much so to Trendy, I said we should do it again today, but we're not. We're going to move forward. We'll bring that back up again, but it was a hot topic in reference to welfare reform. Did we believe what Romney was talking about in reference to abusing welfare? Did we believe the numbers about how many people are now on food stamps? Do people really need food stamps? Why do they sell their food stamps? Why do they meet you at the grocery store and asking you how you buying this? If you paying cash, let me use my stamps. All that kind of stuff we talked about last week, didn't we, Trendy?
Yes, we did. We really did.
All right, so we're not doing that today. Yes, we're not doing that today. So then what happens is, so what we want to do now is we're going to go into how do I find the right barber or stylist for you. We're talking about how do I find the right barber or stylist for you. Now, before we go into that, just wanted to make a couple of announcements. If you go to the website, the C. Allen Morning Show.com. If you go to CAllenMorningShow.com, CALAN Morningshow.com, you will see on there the information to the our charity that we do every year, our 3W project, which is Wigs for Wonderful Women. We have a fundraiser, fashion and hair show. Tickets are only $10. All of the proceeds go to Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute. Last year, we gave them $1,000. It was on the website almost for a year. This year, what we're doing is we're trying to reach $1,000 again. But when we talked to the people at Washington Hospital Center, Cancer Institute, Lindy, what they said to us was, I asked them, what can we do that we can actually touch the individual? We appreciate the hospital, but what can we do to actually touch the individual? And they said two things. One, they said, well, last year we gave the $1,000 so it can go towards their transportation, picking them up and taking them back after their chemotherapy appointments. This year, they asked for gift cards for food, and they asked for gift cards, smart trip cards, so they could get back and forward, that they can actually give it to them in their hands. So what I'm asking you to do is, if you're just tuning in, again, C. Allen Morning Show, what we're doing is we are raising money for the Washington Hospital Center Cancer Institute, so we can be able to be a blessing to some women that have a desire to continue to get their treatments, and may not have food or may not have transportation. The tickets are only $10. It's November the 18th. You can go to the website and look at the information, but we want you to stop by the school. The only way you can get tickets to this event is through our bookstore with Miss Ruth Alexander. So it's important. 202-526-1400 extension 25.
Yes.
Extension 25. 202-526-1400 extension 25. Get your $10 tickets. Now, some of you were asking that, let's say you don't want to come and see the students perform. You don't want to do the fashion show. If you would at least donate the $25 gift card that we would like to present to Washington Hospital Center, would be a blessing to us. Also, this is our food drive at the Bennett Career Institute, the award-winning Bennett Career Institute. We like to give away about 30 baskets every year that our students will bring in and our clients will bring in food for our food drive. We want you to help in that regards. And I just think that it's important that it's all about, we're in the giving of season, but what we do here, we're in the season of giving. I said the giving of season. We're in the season of giving. And on the morning show, we want to make sure that we are able to touch people. We have Miss Green on the line. Miss Green, good morning. Welcome to the Sea Island Morning Show.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How can I help you, Miss Green?
Well, this is Sister Geneva Green, and I'm
Geneva, yes. Okay,
yes.
Very good. I didn't know your last name was Green.
Yes.
All right, listeners, everyone, we have Sister Geneva Green on the line. She's from Trinity Baptist Church, where my brother-in-law, Pastor William Banks, is the pastor. They have two exciting things coming up, and I wanted them to share with all of our listening audience what's going to be taking place. Talk to me, Sister Geneva.
Yes, Trinity will be donating 20 or more men's coats to the Central Union Mission Shelter, and we are just asking for the community support. You all can help us, help others by donating gently used or new men's coats. And you can drop those off at Trinity Baptist Church.
All right, now what is Trinity's address?
Trinity's address is 1814 Central Place, Northeast, Washington, D.C.
1814 Central Place, Northeast, for your men's coats. So if you have used or newly used coats, because their goal is to give about 20 or so coats to the Central Mission.
That's correct.
And we want to make sure that we reach that goal. So all of you guys that are listening and you have those old coats that's sitting in that closet doing nothing but taking up space, then I definitely want you to go to 1814 Central. And when I tell you, they have a wonderful service over there. So you may want to go on a Sunday where you can enjoy the service.
Yes, you can actually drop the coats off on Wednesday, November 7th, between 7 and 9 p.m., or you can stop by this coming Sunday, November 11th, between 9:30 and 12:30 p.m., and we'd be glad to have you all for service.
Okay, great. Now, talk to us really quickly, Sister Geneva, about every year you guys do an absolute fabulous trip to Woodbury Commons that I go on every single year. I enjoy myself on that shopping bus trip. Talk to us about that really quickly. Let my listeners know what do Sea Island do when he's not on the radio. Tell them, Sister Geneva.
Yeah, that's correct. If you love to shop, you can join us for our annual bus trip to Woodbury Commons in New York. This year we'll be going on Saturday, November 17th. The tickets are actually $60, and you can contact our sister Latrice Turner for more information on that. And her telephone number is 240-475-0269.
All right, and so what we're going to do is, for all of our listeners, because, we have tons of folk who's not writing anything down, we'll put it on our website, which is CALANmorningshow.com. We'll put that on our website, so you'll be able to. So just make sure that you have Latrice to send us over the flyer so we can upload it on our website. Okay, Sister Geneva?
We'll do that. One other thing, we also would like to invite you to our annual Thanksgiving Day community breakfast at 10 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day. We actually serve the community free food, and we fellowship, and we just have a good time over breakfast on Thanksgiving morning.
Oh, I think that's awesome. Now, how many people in the community do you normally feed on that day?
We get anywhere from about 50 to 100 people that come out, so it's a big event.
Okay,
Or
very
you can
good.
stop by and eat if you wanted to help out or bring something by. That works also.
Okay. All right, Sister Geneva. And you know what? And that's something that we'll talk about more off air, because last year, the Bennett Career Institute, we wanted to serve for Thanksgiving, and all the places we called said that they didn't need anyone anymore. They said they had all the volunteers they needed.
Okay.
So we'll make sure we do that. All right, we have to go to break. But thank you so much, Sister Geneva. And Sister Geneva, let me just say this really quickly.
Okay.
Now, I hope you didn't think that you got away with this. Sister Geneva is a bad singer. My God, that girl can sing. We got to go to commercial. Bye, Sister Geneva. All right, everybody. When we come back, we're going to talk about how do you find that right barber or stylist for you. So get your pen and papers ready, because C. Allen's taking you to class. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. This is Trendy Lindy here on the C. Allen Morning Show. And this morning, we are talking about how do I find the right barber or stylist? How do you find the right barber or stylist? Call us 1-800-450-7876. I would like to start with a few attributes of a good stylist. I'm actually a stylist myself. Mr. Bennett, C. Allen is as well. But a few attributes that let you know that you are working with a good stylist. One, they have great communication skills. Mm-hmm. Communication is not just talking, but it's also listening. So you want to sit in someone's chair who actually listen to what you want to have done to your hair. You don't want to have want to fade and they give you, a mohawk. You want the person to actually do what you say and not what they want to see on your head. So you want them to have great communication skills. Also, you would like someone who specializes in the style that you want to have. There are a lot of hairstylists out there, and some are great in certain things, jerry curls, press and curl, cutting and weaving.
I haven't heard jerry curl in years. Wait a
I
minute,
I was looking at Alonzo over there with the bald head, and I just thought of jerry curl. Sorry about that. But anyway, there are certain ones, like I specialized in braids and weaves. I could braid with my eyes closed. I can do it in 5 minutes, I believe. I'm great with that. But you need to find someone who specializes in the style that you like. Everybody can't braid, so you don't want to go to someone who's good with short hair and you want braids. So fine.
So then you said find someone. So then the question that I would have for you, Trendy, is we're talking about the title is how do I find that barber stylist?
Well, first I want to take you to the attributes of a good stylist first, and then we're gonna go into how you find a good.
Gotcha.
Okay. So let's go. So second, you want to find someone who specializes in the style that you like to wear. The next thing, you would like to find someone who is good with looking at you and creating a style for your face. If you have an oval face, you may not look right with a short curly hairdo. You may need long flowing hair for an oval face, even though we know the oval is the best shape. But you want to find someone who knows how to contour a style for your face and for your features, as well as for your lifestyle. Some styles may look good on you, but you can't go into your office with that particular style or color. So you want to find someone who's good with that. The fourth thing is you want to find someone who specializes in hair care. You don't want to go and get a weave and the person will put bond on top of bond and break your hair out, and someone who will just do anything to your hair to achieve a end result. You want to make sure that they're caring for your hair as they go throughout styling your hair. So you want to find someone who cares about your hair. And the last thing of a attribute of a good stylist is you want to find someone who values you, who treats you like a celebrity, who values your time. They don't come in late. They don't squeeze their cousin in between, before you. You want to make sure you have a true professional who cares about the craft and cares about you. So those are a few attributes of a great stylist before we get into.
All right. Very good, Trendy. And listen, speaking of that, Caprina Ross sent me an email. I want to read that. She's one. Now, listen to me, everyone. My email address is THECALAN morningshow@gmail.com. I know that sounds long. THECALAN morningshow@gmail.com. Good morning, Mr. Allen. I will tell you, I'm a major customer for the hair industry, and everything you talked about, I can relate to from a customer standpoint. I pay great tips to a stylist who is a ride or die person. I had to fire over 8 stylists to go to my current stylist. Her name is Leanna. She just opened her own business called Tame in Columbus, Ohio. She is on time. She will come in at 6 a.m. and stay until 10 p.m. Her clientele are people who are willing to pay because of the care she gives each person who is in her chair. As a customer, I want someone who is about his or her business. I want someone who would tell me like it is about my hair when it comes to caring for my hair. She does this. I want someone who can multitask and provide me the care and style I want to make me feel good. Stay on them, C. Allen. The problem is the generation, old and new, cannot stand the truth. We have allowed everyone to go wild for too long. Tell the truth. This is the reason, and thank you, Caprina, and thank you for listening, representing Columbus, Ohio. This is the reason why I share with you and I get passionate about the beauty industry. I'm passionate about the beauty industry because I've been in the industry for 20 years. When I graduated from Morehouse College, I came directly to the beauty school. And I have owned a school for 16 years out of the 20 years I've owned my own facility. It is important when we talk about how to find the right barber or stylist. It is important for you to do a couple of steps, and you write this down. Number 1, you start at your local beauty school. If you, no matter where you're calling me from, there is a beauty school in your area or somewhere near you, in your town, in your city. A lot of times you may want to start with that newbie where you can groom that person on how to do your hair and how and build that bond and that relationship, Trendy, with a student from a beauty school, opposed to you going out to a salon and you're paying hundreds of dollars. You may take an opportunity to start right at the school paying discounted prices, so you can kind of get an idea of kind of testing the waters to see, is this the right person for me?
That's true. And there's some awesome talent in the beauty schools. You can actually go there and find you just a phenomenal stylist.
Yeah. Now let me tell you, I'm going to be biased. The Bennett Career Institute, located at 700 Monroe Street Northeast. And just to let me remind you in reference to parking, we're right in the heart of Catholic University where all of this construction going on. But there is parking. There's a parking lot directly across the street. The parking lot across the street from the school is the Bennett Career Institute parking lot. And I have a lot of listeners that come to the school. The parking lot is across the street. But listen to me. It is important, and Trendy said it, because there are students who are in the school that have been doing hair for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, just never had a license, and they decided that now is the time that I'm going to do it right. We've had many people who've been doing hair in the basement for years, cutting hair in the jail cell for years, and never had a license, that's now coming to school to get the training. So do not sleep on beauty schools.
That's true.
And I think it's important because one of the things, Alonzo, that I find that, some of the listeners are so skeptical and some of them are so set in their ways, because as we're down to our last week and a half of the 50% off at the Signature Salon, a lot of people have taken advantage of it and a lot of people haven't. Where in the world can you go in Washington, D.C. and get 50% off on all services? Some of you are so stuck with that same lady you go to. Some of you are so stuck with going to the same place around the corner. Some of you are used to being beat up by a certain stylist where they keep you in the salon for hours and they have you waiting for hours, to where you become, I'm not going to say brainwashed, but you just conform to your repetitive schedule. The reason why we offer the 50% off is to give people an opportunity to try something new. We're not asking you to leave your stylist for good, but every now and then your stylist may be out of town. Your stylist may be pregnant. Your stylist may not come to work that day. Your stylist may be booked. Everybody needs to have a backup. The purpose of offering 50% off is, one, our tribute to working women so we can give back during this time of recession, but most importantly so you can have options.
That's right.
But back to the beauty school. So the first thing is start at your local beauty school. And the reason why I joined in that 50% off signature lender is because it's important for people to understand that a discount would normally bring out someone who normally wouldn't come out.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
When you hear somebody say, oh, well, there's a sale on at Macy's, they got a big sale on, everybody run down to Macy's because they have a sale, because you're looking for a bargain, you're looking for a great bargain, at a discounted rate. It's the same thing when you come to the beauty school. And at the Bennett Career Institute, haircuts are $5.
Mm-hmm.
All the time, all day long, $5.
We have one barber student. He cuts almost the entire school's hair. He's phenomenal with the Beijing, with the cuts. He is phenomenal. So you really are losing out if you don't check that source out.
Yeah, so the first thing we want to tell you is today we're talking about, if you're just tuning in, of course, this is C. Allen and Trendy Lindy. We're talking about 5 ways how to find a barber or stylist for you. 1-800-450-7876. We're going to continue our conversation, but I would like to hear from you. How did you find your barber or stylist, or are you still looking for one? That's 1-800-450-7876. Also, the second one I have 5 ways to find a barber stylist. The first one is check out your local beauty school. The second one is check out other people in the salon where you're already going.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times, first of all, common sense will tell you when you're sitting in the salon or a barbershop, you're checking out everyone else while they're getting their hair done and they're getting their hair cut. And you're looking around to see, so, he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty good. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times you pick that salon for a reason, so you're already accustomed to going to that salon. So what you may want to do is you may want to look around and see who else in the salon can continue to do that kind of service. One of the things that Trendy said, which I thought was important, kind of finding the stylist that can make sure that they can cater to you and cater to your needs. Because at the end of the day, we're spending money. And we're spending, and and a lot of times it's not a necessity for us. It's a luxury to go into barbershops and salons to get services. So we want to make sure that we go to someone that's going to take care of us.
Yes.
And then one more before we go to break, and that is visit salons to see who makes you feel comfortable. This is the reason why you need to go to, you don't have to go to 705 Florida Avenue, because you can go to 2100 Martin Luther King. You can go to 2824 Georgia Avenue. You can go to
923 U Street for our barbers.
Exactly, and the salon upstairs. So when we come back after break, what we're going to finish with the 5 ways to find a barber or stylist. I want to hear from you. 1-800-450-7876. This is Trendy Lindy, C. Allen. We'll be right back after these messages.
ECNews.com.
All right, everyone. We're back here. C. Allen Morning Show. I'm telling you. Listen, if you're on Facebook, please make sure you like our page, C. Allen Morning Show. There's not another show like it where we're bringing you the top latest information in reference to beauty, hair, news. We have a lot of big announcements coming up later. Not on today's show, but just coming up before the end of the year that you're going to be very excited about. Nonetheless, the first one was start at your local beauty schools. Bennett Career Institute, 700 Monroe Street if you're in Washington. Secondly, check out other salons. And then also, check out others in the salon. And then also visit other salons to see who makes you feel comfortable. The next one is recommendations. Listen, ask your family members and people that you know that they look good, that they're well groomed and decent looking, all that kind of stuff. Find out from your people, where do they go? And then the final one was search online. A lot of times online, there's Yelp, there's other places, there's Facebook, there's places where you can go where you can be able to hear what are the recommendations that other people are saying.
That's true. Recommendations definitely come strong with me. I like to know that someone I consider valuable, like a certain stylist or the service. So I will take their opinion because I value what, their opinion. So that's definitely one.
And you know what else, Trinity? Mm-hmm. And the other thing is just a lot of times when you see people that kind of have your features, and kind of have the shape of your head and all that kind of stuff, then you may. No, not yours. Then you may say to them, oh, okay, I like your haircut. Where did you get your haircut?
Exactly.
Or where did you get your hair done?
Mm-hmm. I actually do that. I look at people in the malls, at church, and everywhere I go. The first thing I look at is the person's hair. And if I see someone's hair that I like and I think that it will look good on me, I'll go up to them and say, who did your hair? And I will get the number and all of the information. So that is definitely a way to find a good stylist by the work that they're putting out. Another good way to find a stylist, as C. Allen has said, is Instagram, online. They now have this Instagram where people can upload a whole lot of pictures, just a collage of pictures of their work, of anything really. But you can go on to hairstylists, go on to Instagram on the hairstylist, and you can get a whole lot of different stylists and see their work and actually try them out. Go visit them, sit in their chair, go ask them questions when they're when their customer walk out. Ask the customer a question. I've done that. Another thing they can do is look in hair magazines. Upscale, Essence, Black Hair. You can look, and at the bottom it'll say who the hair is actually
That's true. That's
done by. The makeup, you can find makeup artists. You can find barbers that way. So you can just, go into your beauty supply store and look in the different magazines. And another thing I had was attending hair shows. They're hair shows that's in the area all the time. You can look up what's going on in DC, Google it, find you a hair show, and go look. You can find some very creative stylists, very stylists who are doing great work out in the city, out in your community.
Very good, Trendy. Yeah. So listen now, when you're at the shop now, okay, we talked about 5 ways to find a barber or stylist, and Linda gave Trendy and gave some ways too. But the next thing is when you're at the shop, what are some of the things that you're looking for in a barber or stylist? 1-800-450-7876. What are some of the things that you're looking for? The first thing for me is I'm looking for confidence. I want to know, is that person confident when I walk in the door that they're able to execute the job at hand? What am I asking for? Are you able to handle that situation and do it appropriately? So the first thing is I'm looking for confidence. The second thing is I'm looking at how well groomed the barber is.
Yes, important.
I just think that it is crucial. And y'all, please, I'm trying.
Hold yourself, Seattle.
I'm trying. I'm trying. It is important that you groom yourself. This is for men and women. If you're in the beauty industry, you need to look a certain part. I don't want to go to a barber and you look raggedy. Right. I don't want to send my woman to a hairstylist and you got a rag on top of your head. How many times have we seen stylists that hair's tore up, but they be laying everybody else? Sweetie, you need to come in 30 to an hour minutes early. Wrap that hair. Let somebody curl that hair real quick, and you keep it moving. But at the end of the day, you still need to look presentable.
That's right.
How clean is the shop? That is important for me. And the reason why it's important is because, yet again, I don't want to go into no place and I see unsanitary things because I'm thinking that is what's going to take place on my head.
That's true.
When I go in there and I see that the barbicide jar has went from blue to purple to green to I don't know what kind of disgusting stuff at the bottom of that barbicide jar, as well as you going from clipper to clipper, from person to person, and not being able to clean those clippers, I have a problem with that. So when I'm telling you, listen to me, because most of you are consumers. When you go to a shop or a salon, look for who has confidence. Look at who's well groomed in the place. Look at how clean the shop is. Then when you get in the chair, does the barber ask the right questions? It's important. Do the stylist ask you the right questions? I'm not going to just see. I have a problem when I sit in the chair and feel like I'm being taken advantage of. I have a problem when I'm sitting in the chair and feel as though I'm just there as a light bill, to pay your light bill, and you hear me out to see what I want, and then you go ahead and do what you do. I got a problem with stuff like that. I got a major problem with that. Let's go to the phone lines. Denise, talk to me this morning. We're talking about ways to find a barber stylist, and when you're in the shop, what are the things that you look for? Denise?
Yes, I'm looking for. I go to a lot of these shops right in the area you're talking about, Martin Luther King Avenue, and I'm looking for one that say they're experienced and they can cut. I haven't found anyone that can cut or give me a style that can fit my face, and I have one of those oval faces.
Okay.
And I love short haircuts, and I can go into these shops and I've been told, well, I could do it. I have a cut that can fit your face, and it always end up being wrong. So I've been wearing braids for the last 5 years.
Oh, Denise. 5 years.
I can never find anyone that can get my hairstyle right.
Okay.
The color would be off. The cut would be wrong. So I've been wearing braids for the last 5 years.
Okay, now, Denise, now let's tell the truth. Now, are you one of those pickies?
No.
Okay.
I have seen hairstyles like, oh, my gosh, where you get your hair done at? But I'm going to give you one. It's one right here on Good Hope Road. I have been to. I can cut your hair. I have shown a picture, and I would come out and I'd be like, "That's not what I asked for."
Okay, so what do you say? Do you actually say that, or you just don't come back, or what happens?
I just won't come back because it never fails. It never fails, and this is a known salon.
Okay, well, let me just say this, Denise. I want you to, when you get your braids out.
My hair is out now. That's why I called.
Okay.
My hair is out now. I'm coming up on my 42nd birthday in a couple of weeks, and I wanted braids, but I want something different.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what you should do. Now, in a week and a half, at the 705 location, the 50% off is going to be over in a week and a half. So the salon that we're going to be doing the 50% off, the new one is going to be the 2100 Martin Luther King location.
Okay.
And that's right around your birthday. What you should do is you should ask for Katina Rayford, who is the manager.
Okay, Katina
Rayford is the manager at the Sea Island Salon at 2100 Martin Luther King, and I can bet you some money that you're going to be right when you go to her to get your hair cut. I can bet you.
Katina.
Let me give you the number over there. The number is 202 678 1009.
100.
Because you have Katina there and Monique is another one. Katina, Monique, those two, I'm telling you, with my eyes closed, will give you a banging service. Now, I want you to go there. I want you to call back live and tell me your experience after you go to the sea, and that's right across the street from the big chair.
Right. My fiance just told me that. He was like, call him now. Let him know what you've been going through.
Okay, 2100 Martin Luther King. Ask for Tina or Monique, and you call me back, and I'm telling you, Denise, you're going to say, see, Alan, I love you to death. I'm telling you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You have a good day then. Don't forget, 678-1009. Ask for Katina or Monique.
All righty.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. So listen, 1-800-450-7876. We want to know what kind of stylist or barber you're looking for. Or if you have one, how did you find that great one? We would love to hear your story. This is Trendy Lindy. This is Cial. And I tell you, we're excited today. When we come back, we're going to finish up what to look for when you go into the shop. What kind of questions do you ask? What kind of questions and what kind of feedback do you get? 1-800-450-7876. It's all about beauty. We'll be back after these messages.
News.com.
Good morning, everyone. This is Trendy Lindy here on the Sea Island Morning Show. And today we're talking about how do you find the right barber or stylist for you. And if you're just tuning in, we gave a few things that you can look for. We gave some attributes that you can find in a good stylist, like communication, someone who specializes in a certain style, and someone who can fit a style to your face, your features, and your lifestyle. Mr. C. Allen talked about going by recommendations and referrals. You can find a great stylist that way. But I would like to talk about a few things that will keep you from a salon. There are a few things that if I see or if it happens to me, I'm never going to return to that salon. One of the things is I've had coworkers who actually go to the dollar store and get Rain shampoo. The dollar shampoo. That shampoo is going to dry out my hair. It's going to take all of the moisture out of my hair. I do not want a stylist who cut corners and use cheap products on my hair. I must say I love 705, our signature salon, and the reason we promote this the most, I'm in there a lot, so I get a chance to see our professionals actually service the clients. They use top products. They will spend $200, $300 getting the best products, using a hydration station, everything that they need to put moisture back in our coarse, thick hair so that we can have that flowing hair when they do that silk press. It's not that hard for them to do. So I love our signature salon at 705 Florida Avenue. So
wait a minute, calm down.
Okay.
And listen, and speaking of the 705, I'm telling you, we have a new girl there, Sable Rucker.
Yes.
That is just really good. She's on our junior stylist team, and they have, and all of you who are listening to me, I've been promoting the 50% off. You only have a week and a half left. That promotion ends on the 18th.
Okay.
That promotions end on, I believe, the 18th. Is that a Saturday? It's 17th, 18th, something like that. But the promotion ends in a couple of days. So you owe it to yourself. 202-265-1772. They're open Tuesday through Saturday. The C. Allen Signature Salon, 705 Florida Avenue Northwest, right on the corner of Florida and Georgia. We're right next to the Gospel Spreading Bookstore. And the parking lot, we do have free parking. That's right behind it. I'm telling you, you owe it to yourself. This is where all you can purchase all your C. Allen products.
Yes.
This is where we have makeup for sale. This is where we have the hydration station.
Yes.
This is our headquarters for all of our salons. Is at the 705 Florida Avenue location. You owe it to yourself. Go ahead, Lindy.
Yeah, definitely. Try out that hydration station. It's regularly $20. You get to come in and try it out for $10. You owe it to yourself to try that out. Another thing, as C. Allen has already said, an unkept salon. If I go in and see combs in the corner, hair stuck all in the walls, and just an unkept environment where everybody just, they don't look professional, I will not be able to get my hair done there. I think I'm one of those picky people. Another thing is long hours. You cannot keep me in a salon 8 hours. I think I deserve a paycheck if I'm in there 8 hours. I mean, you need to pay me. I mean, that's just horrible. So that's one thing that will cause me to never return. Another thing is overbooking. When you have 5 of us lined up on a wall and we just look like cattle just sitting up there waiting to get out here, it just feels horrible. I don't feel valued, and one of the strong things I think we have to come up on is our customer service. We must do better with customer service. And the last thing for me is a terrible hairstyle. If I look in that mirror and I want to cry after you finish my hair, I am never returning.
All right, everyone. That was Trendy Lindy's. I tell you, she's showing off today. She's showing off today. Okay, we got a good friend. We got a good friend of the show, Russell Roy. I tell you, we love Russell Roy from the Barbershop. Talk to me, Russell. Good morning. Welcome to the C. Allen Morning Show.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I'm actually at work, and I just got a call from one of my barbers, Roland Wallace, who informed me that the Trinity Church is collecting coats, and I thought it'd be an awesome idea for Crosscuts Barbershop to join them in that effort. So
very good.
We at Crosscuts Barbershop, located inside the Bishop Alfred A. Owens Family Life Community Center, will join them in that effort, and we're going to collect some coats. So we will have the coats at the shop. You just let us know where we need to drop those coats off.
Okay, so this is Russell Roy, who is the owner of Crosscuts inside of the Bishop Alfred Owens Family Life Center. And there now, thank you. I love when I have other listeners that come and join in with the effort. Trinity Baptist Church is doing a coat drive that we talked about earlier for men's coats. And Russell is saying that you can drop those. Are you saying that they can drop the coats off at the church?
I would prefer they bring them to the Family Life Center.
Bring them to the Family Life Center.
At the barbershop.
And we'll collect with the barbershop. Absolutely. Now, Russell, since I have you on the line and you're a barbershop owner, talk to me about really quickly. Our topic today is how do you find a barber or stylist for you? What is the best ways to find a barber? There are listeners out there. Talk to me about Crosscuts and what services do you have to offer that clients can come in to be treated?
Well, first of all, Crosscuts Barbershop was created and established to serve the Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church and the surrounding community. We are an appendage of the church, and all we have attempted to do is create a barbershop with a Christian and family-oriented atmosphere and environment. We offer full barbering services from haircuts, dyes, shaves, shampoos, you name it. We're doing it inside Crosscuts Barbershop. We have some of the most talented barbers in the area. And to answer your question, how do you recruit good barbers? It's been challenging in this area, but I have found that word of mouth from clients and telling me as an owner, man, you've got to make a connection with this barber. He can cut hair or she can cut hair, and we attempt to just reach out and attempt to recruit that barber and bring them to Crosscuts. We also do ads through Craigslist,
very good.
Local medias that are out there, social media, Facebook.
Very good. Okay, Russell, thank you so much, sir. My time is almost up now. You should have called earlier. But listen, everybody, that's Russell Roy. You need to check them out. He's a master barber. He's the owner of Crosscuts. That's the blue building right across from Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church. Thank you, Russell. One of the things everybody has to remember is that we're not just promoting the Bennett Career Institute and the Sea Island Salons and Spas, but if you call in and you have a great barbershop or you have a great salon that you think that could benefit, that our listeners can benefit, the only thing is that if you send us to some junk, the listeners are going to tell me, and I'm going to air live on the air the junk that you done sent us to. So if you're going to call in, make sure you call right. Now, I just happen to be a member of Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church and been a member there for 30-some years. So it's a situation where I'm definitely behind Crosscuts because I know what they stand for. All right, everyone, listen, what's important, my time is almost up. We need you to go to our website, which is CALAN morningshow.com. Make sure you like the page. What's important is those ads from our sponsors. You definitely need to check out Miss Jessie's. We gave away 2 weeks ago a 10 set product from Miss Jessie's. Clever Girls. That's really important because Trendy Lindy and I, we talked about it last week, how we see a lot of you still burning the back of that ear. A lot of you still burning that child's ear. Clever Girl have a special for the Sea Island Morning Show listeners where you can get those silicone ear covers and they're not even $10. So it's important that you support people. We support people that support us. Yes. All right, everybody, listen to me. 50 burning the back of that ear. A lot of you still burning that child's ear. Clever Girl have a special for the Sea Island Morning Show listeners where you can get those silicone ear covers and they're not even $10. So it's important that you support people. We support people that support us. Yes. All right, everybody, listen to me. 50% off the Sea Island Signature Salon, and 923 U Street for the barbershop is doing 50% off haircuts on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. 202-332-2526. My time is up, everybody. Remember, you need to pamper yourself because it's your duty.
Because you are worth it.
Because you're worth it. Have a good week. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.